Through the years, I've had many people say to me after they had read my book on the 5 love languages for couples, you know, Dr. Chapman, this applies in our relationship with God, doesn't it? And I would say, explain it to me. And they would say, well, you know, I think that God speaks my love language. I feel loved by God whenever and they would tell me what makes them feel loved. And I thought, maybe these people are onto something here. So I began to search the scriptures to find out how God expressed His love to us. And I discovered that God speaks all 5 love languages fluently. And people often become Christians because they feel God's love expressed in a certain way. For example, if physical touch is a person's primary love language, they may well have a dramatic conversion experience, like Saul on the road to Damascus. Remember? He fell to the ground. He was weeping. His eyes were blinded. Physically, he was touched by God. And you will hear people say even today, God touched me. I felt His arms around me. Tears began to course down my cheeks. They were physically moved in their encounter with God. Now, other people will look at that and say, ooh, that's a little emotional for me, because their love language is something different. If, for example, a person's love language is quality time, they will likely come to God over a period of time. Perhaps they start reading the Bible, they start reading a Christian book, they start going to church, and over a period of time, they come to place their faith in Christ. So, not only does God speak our language and draw us to Himself, but I also deal in this book with how we express our love to God after our conversion. If words of affirmation, for example, is your love language, your natural way of expressing love to God will be words. In your prayers, you express praise and adoration to God. You love the songs that express your heart to God. But for another person, words would not be the typical way they would express their love to God. They would do acts of service, doing something for God. So I'm trying to help people understand their own spiritual experience and appreciate other people who express their love for God in a different way. I think this book is going to help a lot of churches realize the implications of the love languages, both for evangelism and for discipleship.